It was.
All right, audience, I know you're surprised, but in fact, we are here for Warhammer 40K Imperium Maledictum Titanslair Season 2, Episode 10. You may notice Kane's camera is on. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. There's stuff going on. It'll get turned on when it gets turned on.
Yeah, there's an
Otherwise,
elephant. There's literally an elephant in his room.
yes, there's
so.
literally an elephant. And it's a white elephant, so we can't get rid of it, you know? Otherwise, the Raja will kill him. Yeah. Anything we want to cover before we kick this episode off? James, you recently started a new series on your YouTube channel, a Daggerheart one-shot.
I don't know if you call it a series. It's a series of one.
I heard someone say they wanted it to become a regular series.
Was it you, AP?
No, it was Cotton.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
He's fine.
Try to eat it.
Yeah, no, I think it was more of a I wish this could rather than a you know let's do it sort of thing. You know, it was a Disney song, not a plan.
Wow. Disney songs don't go as far as they used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, if you want to see AP as a player, check it out.
Oh, that is true. I mean, I feel like if you wanted to see me as a player and Grimdark James, the better way to do it would be to watch the series before this series, the Rogue Trader series. But
I actually shared that playlist link with ironically the Rogue Trader of my Rogue Trader group, because he was looking for. I believe the words were something to the effect of he was looking for inspiration for what else he could do as the Rogue Trader. Wanted to see how other players had done it and had fell way short of what he was looking for. I was like, listen, I know one that's really good, and there's another one that wasn't bad.
I mean, if your Rogue Trader isn't regularly dining on like partridge and oppressing random people for monetary gain, are they actually doing their job? Like, the bar is so low, you just have to achieve pure capitalist.
Yeah. I mean, surely they should be like dining on like void crisp, worm brains.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
And gasoline braised. Wait, was it gasoline braised eel something or other? Or no, not gas. It was promethium braised, but whatever.
I also like all of my animal meats cooked in diesel fuel. The fumes are especially beautiful this time of year.
We had a cook in my first trip to Iraq who lit all of the fires whenever he did any grilling for us for our battery or whatever. He would light the fire using diesel. So clearly, yep.
I wonder how Gulf War syndrome started.
Could have been before that. It could also have been the literal miles of trash on fire that we walked through one night. That was fun.
Sure. What's the movie where the president from 24 takes a shit in a giant tub of Jarhead, I want to say?
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you the one who tried to burn my fucking Marine base down?"
Yeah.
Put that shit back in.
Oh God, what is his name? He used to be in like the State Farm commercials, I think it was. Yeah. He was also in The Unit.
Okay, come on now, son. The Unit.
He was the sergeant major for that group.
I don't disagree. I'm just trying to pretend that show doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Show me on the doll where the show touched you, AP.
Right here in the heart. It broke it. It broke something in his heart.
All right. So anyway, we open on a conference table in a surprisingly modern, like 2020s glass room within a room. The table is oval. There's a flat screen television mounted on the wall that is displaying facts about the ship, and in comes a member of the Sororitas, a member of the Mechanicus Tech Priest cast, and someone who is from marketing on board the Darkwind. he starts gassing everybody up. He's handing out pages. We can see that a servitor comes in and plugs itself into the TV and starts going through a PowerPoint presentation. So the guy uses a little clicker, and the clicker causes physical pain to the servitor, which causes him to flip to the next slide on the television. So, thank you so much for coming, everybody. So I just wanted to run a couple concepts by. As you know, the Rogue Trader recently acquired a planet within the last year. Certainly isn't the first time we've done this. We did want to look at, we aren't technically required to follow Imperial laws until the planet is accepted into the Imperium, but we need to create a broaching point between where we currently are in terms of integration and where we want to end up. So we have a new advertising campaign that we want to sell your people on. You are subject matter experts in these. We just want to make sure that we're not going too far. So as you can see here, and he clicks it again, and we see, just to be clear, it causes physical pain to the servitor in the process. It's like a shock collar. We see a 13-foot tall angelic figure with wings that is wearing like a white toga and has a absolutely ridiculous feminine figure. The battle sister immediately stands up, pulls out a las pistol, and shoots the television and says, "This is a desecration of the Primarch Sanguinius. This is a demigod. You can't just alter their form to be feminine just because you want it." Now, I understand that this may be difficult. We believe that the local population of the worlds that the Rogue Trader looks after might be more interested in religion if we can kind of bootstrap them with the sort of... And she's like, "Absolutely not. Under no circumstances. I want all of the images you have of this confiscated and given to my order so that we can burn and destroy them." Okay? All right, so let's... Well, you've destroyed my presentation. Fortunately, I do have backup copies. Sister, here is all of the images you've requested. Let's flip to the next page, however, and take a look at these images. And we see the tech priest kind of begin saying something in binary, and then we see a little antenna extend out from behind their ear, and we get a close-up of the image, and it is clearly like a Land Raider tank that transforms into a large feminine figure. And he goes, "The people of my order have no particular disregard for this. In fact, if this is supposed to be a representation of the machine spirits and it gets more people interested in our holy mission to acquire all knowledge, it may in fact be canonical in some way. However, my order may be split on certain aspects that are depicted here. Those bolters do not look natural." Okay, all right, but I have an alternative. We thought maybe you might not like that one. Why don't we look at this? And he spreads out a bunch of photos of like Imperial Knights and Imperial Titans. But they're all like, there's a little anime girl next to each of them that has certain pieces of the equipment that those Titans and Knights have, you know? And he's like, could we say that these are machine spirit representations of loyal war machines of the Imperium, and then sort of monetize selling holographic trading cards that include religious facts that could slowly indoctrinate people? We get antenna comes back up. My order agrees that this is based 2, base 6, and base 10. The battle sister goes, "I have no arguments in this particular regard." The camera slowly goes down to the shuttle bay directly beneath this meeting area where you all are being loaded onto a shuttle. We can see that you are carrying 2 large portraits, Velamris. One is like a very serious portrait with like you in the center and like Holly directly behind you. Rassie is nearby in full uniform. There's
Is
also
Holly standing behind us like this with her hands on her shoulders?
she definitely looks like she's a supervisor for sure. The second picture is like a fun one, right? You're all like doing, like peace signs or smiling, except Holly looks exactly the same.
With her hands on her shoulders.
Holly, as you're about to get on the shuttle, a man who's easily passing 6 feet tall with like a wild, it is a mane of hair. Like it goes shaggy from the top of his head down into a beard, into a full goatee, like all kind of wild until it gets spiked into a beard spike. There's something almost malevolent about the look of this person. He's also wearing a tank top and like khaki pants with a large belt knife in a way to you that you're like, is this guy Chaderius or something? And he tries to like grab your arm as the two of you are passing each other.
Can I help you? What's going on? What's the problem?
Are you gonna stop him from grabbing your arm?
Well, I mean, like, I think that I don't see it as an attack. So if he's grabbing my, but I'm going to act all offended about it though.
Do you have your staff of office so you can just like interpose the staff?
I mean, I'm not going to bonk him just yet. I'm just saying, But I like to look at his hand like the same way your cat looks at UAP, and
full of hatred and malice. I understand. He is in profile, almost past you, as he turns his face to look at you, and he says, "My father has asked me to come here at your request. You have dreamed of him, and he has dreamed of you. You may call me New Man."
Who's your father? I made no requests.
The father.
I look around and see, does anybody else with this guy, like anyone else, know who he is?
No.
Or does he seem to be on his own?
He seems to be on his own. In fact, when you start looking, I don't want to say distressed, but concerned about this, several of the workers nearby are like checking in while loading crates, like, do you need help? They don't seem to recognize this person, and he probably doesn't belong here.
Who are you?
I am New Man.
Where have you come here from?
He leans in close to you and he says, "You have walked the warp in your dreams. My father is bound to sleep there. You have asked of help from him, and he has sent me in the waking world here, out of the Imperium.
Just you remove your hand."
He does remove his hand, but his face still remains threateningly close to you.
Yeah.
Where you're going, you will not need roads. You will need a guide who knows the paths of the Imperium. I will suffice.
And the other two, or is this just me at this point? Or is this where the
I
other
think
two
if
are like,
Rassie and Velamris have noticed you haven't gotten on the shuttle, maybe Velamris is done like putting his two portraits down.
Like I've definitely got the portraits, try to set them up so they don't fall over or something, and I look back and Holly isn't here. Who is that with Holly? And I'm gonna step back off the shuttle onto the landing deck or whatever. I'm gonna approach you like, "Sister Holly, is everything all right?"
this man claims to have come from the Imperium. It's a very dangerous claim to make.
I would.
Indeed, it is. As I set both hands on
down.
both pistols.
You asked for my help. I have come. You have enemies in the Imperium. Things you wish to get back. My father also has things he wishes to acquire.
And
The only thing
who
that
is
we're
your
looking
father?
for.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll look at Velamris as in answer his question first.
I didn't hear your question. There was too many people talking. There was
Yes,
a
it is
loud
quite...
noise of someone dropping a box in this cargo bay.
And who is your father?
The father.
That's not helpful.
I think this guy is going to size you up and see how open you are to influence. And then he's gonna get a vibe off of you that you've taken a few hits over the time, and he says, Pater Mutatis.
Do I know that name? I feel like I've heard it before, but
Great, awesome. Take a point of corruption real quick.
no, I don't want any more goddamn corruption.
You literally asked for this.
I mean, yes, but also no. Fuck, where is corruption? Why am I not seeing it?
It's
over here.
It's to the left of your wounds. Yeah.
I mean, out of character, I feel like I have heard that name, but I don't know if
Pater Mutatis is the name of the Chaos Warp entity that is accidentally taking the place of Fabius Bile.
And Fabius Bile is...
He's a former Space Marine apothecary that...
Of the Emperor's Children.
He's the Chaos Space Marine guy who gathers up all the gene seed and makes sure Chaos Space Marines can continue into the future. It's kind of a mercenary apothecary.
Okay.
Like
Velamris would not know that.
Rassie has hit the point where it's like, okay, well, now where are both of them? And I will get off the dropship.
Rassie, when you walk off the dropship, there's something kind of familiar about the guy that you see standing next to Holly, but you don't immediately know what's going on. However, Holly has a staff between her and this guy, and Velamris has his hand on his pistols, which, you know, this is a level of violence and threat implied.
I will very obviously, but not in a pointing at him way, just sort of like pop open my grenade launcher and make sure it's loaded and then close it back up and walk up to the sister and say,
What a flex.
friend of yours?
I'm sorry, Kay. I'm just picturing this in my head. Well, let me make sure this grenade launcher's loaded before I go over there and introduce myself.
My close range grenade launcher.
I'll walk right up to Sister Holly and say, friend of yours?
Quite the opposite, in fact.
Oh.
This man's making very dangerous claims.
Have we met before?
Perhaps.
Seem kind of familiar.
I have no knowledge of you. You are your team's blank, yes?
I don't know what that is.
I can taste your foul aura.
Velamris, I'm going to look at Rassie and I'm just like, I'm going to give him the, can I shoot him now look?
Well, the sister says that you're not friends, so we've got a drop ship to catch. Seems you're not coming with us.
I don't need to go on your dropship. You wish to reclaim something that belongs to your organization, something that waits for you in the Imperium. I will go with you.
In the Imperium?
Yes.
Going in the Imperium is basically suicide.
Only for the weak.
Coming out here and talking about it is also suicide.
That's me laughing, not him.
Well,
I was to understand that this team was more flexible in its dogma.
You've been misinformed.
Well, sister, Velamris, if you guys want to head onto the dropship, I'll make sure that we don't have an unwanted guest.
Yeah, I think Velamris is also going to signal for like, can we get like security down here or something? Because
Just
This
just
guy's
get on. Just get on. The two of you just get on the dropship.
Yep. I'll turn my heel and get on.
I will
I'll
follow suit, kind of in a sort of sideways fashion, so I can see where this guy is. 'Cause I don't like him. I'm getting really bad vibes off of him.
right. So when it's just him and I will look at him and say, "There is something that I'm looking for in the immaterial." Do you know what I'm looking for?
I don't know what you are looking. I know what your organization is looking. The man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming you meant Pierre Cowles.
You're not here.
That's who I
Go
see.
away.
It's a sidebar conversation. We're walking and talking.
Oh, so a dad huddle? I apologize, then. I shouldn't have.
Dad, I don't-
You can
Don't disrupt the sanctity of the dad huddle.
and you can take us to him.
I will walk with you.
So all you will do is show us how to get there.
I have things I need at the end of the road.
Does dealing with your needs, will that involve the attention of the one that took him?
I have nothing further to say. You're here to commit violence against me. It's time to commit. Otherwise, I'll find a bunk.
No, I want something from you more than I want to kill you.
That's a mistake.
Probably. But I have a wrong to right, even if it costs me myself. When do we walk this path?
When you're ready. At the end of Act 2.
So after we take our ride, where do we find you?
I'll be here on the Darkwind. If you need anything.
And I'll just nod and then turn and walk onto the dropship.
All right. We get the Mass Effect
the loading screen.
loading screen, of a Valkyrie just in transit.
He has to get scanned for like 15 seconds. As he walks in. So,
while we're on
elevator.
the dropship, I'll close the door between the cockpit and the troop bay.
Yeah.
So it's just the three of us.
What about Luther?
No, Luther is back on the Dawn of Light. What is it? The Dawn of Light?
The Light of Dawn.
The light
The
of
Light of
dawn.
Dawn. That's not the first time
No,
I've
he's
done that, I'm
preparing
sure.
for his purification ceremony, I suppose.
Yes.
So it's just the
Getting
three
the
of
shit
us.
beat out of him and praying to the God Emperor, if I recall correctly.
He says that he can take us to Pierre Cowles.
He is not trustworthy.
Absolutely not. But I think he's expecting to gain some advantage by bringing us there.
Then we bring it to the rogue trader and let him decide. And if he does,
Hey, look.
then we could be the ones to do it.
he claims to come from the warp, which either means he is a liar or a neverborn.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds nasty and dangerous.
Well-
I don't know what that means, and I'm happy to not really get that. So, so I all I need to know is that the sister's tone is that neither of these are good.
Yeah, let me make it clear. Velamris is not seeking more information. He's just making an observation on what is being told to him.
Yeah. Look, I don't need Pierre Cowles to reach my own objectives. They might make them easier, but I'm not willing to truck with the warp to do so. But if Darkwind benefits from the return of Cowles, which there are issues in play in the back end that probably we're not privy to right now. but I do think that we're obviously here in two capacities. One, we have our watcher. I sort of look over my shoulder towards where no one is, but could be.
You turn, you look. There's just a floating servo skull.
And we have the rogue trader. Either of those could make a decision to go with this guy, but without either of their sanction, he is nothing except an enemy.
He was with our security under our care. That is a stain on the Lord Commander's honor, the Lord Captain's honor. And being owed by somebody like the Cowles dynasty would be good for the Lord Captain.
No, I completely agree that the Lord Captain Darkwind benefits from the return of Pierre Cowles, but that benefit does not outweigh the cost of trucking with the demonic unless it's by his guidance.
If we ask him to decide to do this cooperation and make this temporary alliance, then he is complicit.
He has the leeway as a rogue trader to be complicit should it fit his and or the Imperium's needs. Again, I think the sister is right. Either the Inquisition or the Lord Captain himself are the only ones that will give us the remit to do this. It's not for us to decide.
I understand that. But I also think that the Lord Captain's soul is worth so much more than ours.
Which is why we would be the ones to do the fodder work. We live to serve, yes?
It's easy for someone with no soul to downvalue their soul.
Is he being backhanded complimentary, or is he just being matter of fact?
That is not a compliment.
It's not.
I mean, we know that Cowles has done terrible things and trucked with terrible forces. Certainly, the implication of the demon that took him was that there was prior business. I don't agree that he is, just because he's a rogue trader, that he has empiric value that outweighs that. I mean, I said I know the political benefits that Darkwind would earn by returning him, but I don't know that the Imperium is stronger because of it. I can't assume that.
At any rate, I move that we contact the Lord Captain. I have some business with him anyways, but not nearly as important.
Well, Rassie, it seems that you don't want to involve the Lord Captain. I need to know how vehemently you feel that way.
If it was just my choice, then I wouldn't have gotten on the dropship. I would have just left with him to do it, to try to save Pierre Cowles.
All right. So if we choose to involve the Lord Captain now, it's not going to meet violent opposition from you.
No. I believe in my dedication, but I also believe in your wisdom.
The door to the pilot area opens, and the co-pilot has torn off like a dot matrix printed parchment and just hands it to Velamris before heading back in, closing the door.
in a very West Wing sort of way because I did not watch like 6 episodes today.
Yeah, you're West Wing code for sure.
I will absolutely look at it and I'll wait for.
Every conversation we're having with walking.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
we're doing laps inside the little passenger compartment as we're talking.
There haven't been enough snappy one-liners for
No,
this
there
to be an
haven't.
Aaron Sorkin.
Or repeated lines. That's the other one. But yeah, I'll take a piece of paper, I'll look at it, and I'll just set it aside and wait for these two to finish talking before I bring it up.
Rassie feels like that was a conclusion. He
Yeah,
sits
me too,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we turn away from each other and face the walls.
In that case, what does this piece of paper say?
This piece of paper is 2 different messages. One is from Magos Kierkegaard down on the planet, indicating that the time of negotiations are nigh and that you should come pick him up. And there is also a message. It is not to you, Velamris. It is to Rassie. It is from Itoi Vandensarg, indicating that he is part of the advanced team for the upcoming negotiations between House Vandensarg and the Mechanicus about how to resolve their differences over the use of tech priests and training sacristans, and that he looks forward to meeting you in Titanslair.
Yep, so I'm going to convey all of that and give Rassie his note. And just basically summarize with, it looks like we have something that we need to attend to post haste.
Well, then let's go.
All right, we cut to the 3 of you, the servo skull, assumably a chameleon-like inquisitorial adept.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. And a tech priest, Magos Kierkegaard, all shuffling off of the shuttle. You are in the beautiful open grasslands of Titanslair's reserve continent that is kept specifically for storing and weapons testing the Titans. And you can see that, like, a fault line is opening and, like, a service elevator is rising to the surface to come get you as a escorted shuttle, completely unarmed with the markings of House Vandensarg, being escorted by several Mechanicus fighter craft, like aeronautica craft, is coming down and lands nearby. You can see that Itoi and a servitor are both getting out, and he waves jovially to all of you and moves to get on the same elevator as the rest of you. Magos Kierkegaard is just like, so this is who we shall be negotiating with.
Velamris is there in honor guard mode and will allow Sir Holly to do all the talking. Because if anything, Velamris is learning that maybe sometimes he should just not talk.
Yeah, he's finally discovered that sometimes he needs to just shut the fuck up.
You gotta have character art development, you know? Start off as a dumbass and eventually become a wise warrior.
You can see that Kierkegaard enters the elevator in front of you and begins a set of chants and also button pressing. Rather than floors, the elevator asks how many Bane blades deep you wish to travel. So he pushes in 12 Bane blades, and then ends with another
is that
prayer.
stat?
Yes,
Or is that,
yeah, you know, snip to snoot, you know, tip to tail.
The biggest problem is that I've got a Bane Blade model. They've got antennas on top. Do you include the antennas? And is it a full extension or a part?
No, not
They're not
flat
they're not like this.
stacked
They're
up, down, so they're
Length.
they're
vertically.
pointing straight down.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yeah. It's
Which
the
then
length
becomes
of
a
the
question
blade
of,
bait.
so the question is, do you count from the front of the hull or the end of the barrel?
Do you include the toe panel?
I mean, you're gonna have to talk to the Mechanicus if you want to understand their SI units.
Their standard measurements? The standard ways and means?
Ways and means. Jesus, you are watching West Wing. Ways and means. I haven't
know
heard
that
someone
phrase
talk
from-
about the Ways and Means Committee since the Donna arc of West Wing. My God.
Rassie looks super antsy.
After like a 30-second prayer, the elevator doors close and begin heading down into the earth, you can see the fault line like closing behind you as massive tectonic forces beneath the surface are bringing bringing the grasslands back together. Itoi just starts whistling to himself and goes, "Oh, Rassie, great to see you again, buddy. It's good that we're all together."
It is fortunate to see you again. I apologize. I have many tasks that I've been working on. I don't mean to be rude. I'm very sorry.
No, not at all. Allow me to introduce my servitor. This is my grandfather. We had him, servitorized properly after a long and useful life. Servitor just kind of stands there and looks at you.
Continued service.
We all serve something.
That we do.
Even in death, he still serves.
Do you say that, Holly? When you say that, like Magos Kierkegaard's eyes light up like red lasers coming out from under the hood. Your elevator reaches a floor of 12 aim blades in depth, opens up. As you all are about to step off, Itoi grabs Velamris and does a Dark Souls combat roll out of the elevator while holding onto Velamris. Velamris, what do you want to do in the process of being dragged out of the elevator?
Well, first off, I'm going to roll some sort of dodge parry thing or grapple or something to keep him from actually grabbing me, because fuck you.
All right.
Not you, but him.
Sure. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Show me your moves.
It's melee something or other, right? Yeah, I guess just straight melee, because all I have is one-handed weapons for melee specialties.
Show us what you've got.
I mean, dodge is a skill, isn't it?
It is a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's under reflexes. Agility,
reflex.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's been a long time since we've had to make rolls, guys.
Yeah, and because it's not a rogue or Imperium Maledictum. If I don't, I will spend a fate point to have advantage.
Incredible. Okay.
Yeah, no, he tries to barrel
He tries to get a hand on you. You step back out of the way. He continues his dodge roll, and a bolter round goes right between the two of you. You have enough levels of success that you dodge the bolter round as well. It goes into the elevator's wall, out the back end, and explodes some distance behind the elevator. And Itui points and says, "It's legit." Sorry. He says, "It's the Logicians! It's an overthrow!" And we see a bunch of dudes rip off their robes. They're all cybernetically enhanced. They look at Kierkegaard and say, "It's a Magos! Kill him in the name of the Logicians! Freedom and progress! Scientific advancement!" And people just begin spraying guns everywhere. Servitors begin firing on each other. Absolute madness in every direction. We are gonna go ahead and talk about initiative.
Before we do that, because I have quick draw, is it possible that I can go ahead and get a round off before initiative?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Under no circumstances. Let's take a look at the rules and see what they have to say about this situation.
I mean, quick draw just lets you draw the weapon as a free action.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. I do have counterattack. Let me see what that says.
Pretty sure that's a melee thing.
It is a melee test. Never mind.
All right. So as you can see here, we've got the three of you having arrived on your elevator. We have Magos Kierkegaard. We've got Etui's servant and Etui himself, and your favorite servo skull that's just kind of hanging around. And then there are a large number of tech priests and other caste servants at the top of this place that have all ripped off their red robes of Mars and are openly opening fire on Magos Kierkegaard. Let's talk about initiative. What's everybody's initiative scores?
I have a 7.
Okay, that's pretty good.
6.
That's also pretty good.
Where is it on the sheet again? I'm trying to find it. Here, it's 6 as well for me.
Or you guys
So
really
this is the same. This is the same group of bad tech priests we dealt with on the asteroid. Yeah.
I don't know that you've ever heard of the Logicians.
No,
I would
we
certainly
haven't.
take a roll. Okay,
That's right,
so
it's
the
not gonna
entire
hit.
enemy force has an initiative of 4, so your whole team is going before they do. Now, these guys are a full combat zone away from you in each direction. Just to
They're
set
all
things
moving
up.
before we do?
Sorry?
No, you're first.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
okay.
first. We also need to talk about your level of combat superiority. You don't know your foe, is what we've just established here. You're also in a new battlefield. And I don't know that any of you have any unorthodox strategies here, so I think I'm going to set your opening superiority to 0.
Well, it can never go up, so it can only go down, which means we'll be 0 superiority for the whole combat then.
Wow, Rick.
Yeah,
well, it
'cause I
says
think
you
we
can
only get- the
increase
only way it goes up is if
superiority
we
by
did, like-
defeating a leader, defeating an elite, or defeating troops.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, there's,
I'm-
and I
I'm
believe
pretty
there's
sure
things
it
that we
can
can
go
do before the fight if we know there's going to be a fight, but that's obviously
You did
irrelevant
not
here.
know there was going to be a fight.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
I do not have-
There's downtime
Sorry.
prep actions which can give you superiority for the next fight, but we haven't done downtime for a long time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before you act, Velamris, Etoi, and probably the two of you should be quite near each other, actually. Say you're over here with him and his servitor. Because he tried to pull you off the elevator, and he himself combat rolled. So he says, we can't get stuck in combat here. We need to make our way to that door up there and perform the holy rituals to move forward. Who knows what the logicians are trying to do here? Maybe they're going to steal the Titans. And Magos Kierkegaard goes, that is a logical conclusion. We must protect the Titans.
I take it is the servo skull the servo skull, or is that the
Servo
Magos?
Skull is the Servo Skull.
Okay.
I think you can count it as
This is
only
the
being a
Magos.
Yeah.
recipient of attacks rather than capable
Yes.
of performing any actions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for the intent of purpose, or for the intent of combat, I don't feel like I am encumbered unless I misunderstand something, because I have the sniper rifle, but it's still like boxed up in its little case or whatever, probably back on the shuttle.
Sure.
But I do have my pistols and my sword. I am going to draw both pistols, and I'm going to fire both pistols at this servitor up here.
Okay, it's a gun servitor. You're shooting at him.
Yes, I feel like that's probably a good place to start.
All right, let's cook. What do you got?
I'm looking over my stuff. So I do have Gunslinger, which gives me can use 2 ranged weapons at once without disadvantage. And then I have Ambidextrous, which gives me the ability to do that without penalty as well. Suppressing fire. What does that do? When you rapid fire, you can choose to deal no damage and attempt to suppress them instead. Target anyone within immediate range of them and make a disciplined fear test against my range test. If I win, inflict the restrained condition on targets until the start of my next turn. I feel like suppressing that gun servitor would be a good idea until somebody can slap him in the face or with bullets.
Okay, because he's mounted with a heavy bolter that just shot
Yeah,
at you.
that's pretty fucking scary, and we're kind of in the open here. So my range test versus their disciplined fear, if I'm reading this correctly. So ranged pistols. Go ahead, and for this one,
I got a 4.
suppressing or advantage rather.
You need to beat 2 degrees of success, which you do.
Yep, that was the first pistol.
Okay. So you have now suppressed them. What's the effects?
They are. Geez, condition is restrained, which I have it highlighted, but I don't have like a pop up or something.
Okay, I got him. It's restrained.
And that was obviously a full mag dump right there. So the second weapon, the second attack will be a full mag dump as well. This one will be to damage.
Okay.
Not rolling with advantage. I don't want to use up all my fate points. Not yet.
That looks pretty solid to me.
Yep, and I forget exactly how damage works in this game. I have the auto pistol in full burst or whatever it is. Base damage is 5. Rapid fire 3.
It's been a hot minute. Give me a sec.
It has been a hot minute, so
Yeah,
almost certainly your degrees of success are going to matter here.
Yeah.
There's no cover. Does restrained give you anything?
I think that does more to pinning him in
Restrained is
place.
page 357.
I should probably open up the book too, now that I think about it.
You have disadvantage on tests of any kind of movement, including athletics, dexterity, melee, reflexes, and ranged.
Who's restrained?
The servitor he's shooting at.
Yeah.
You restrained him by pinning him down with suppressing fire.
And then blasted him with a slew of bullets.
Yeah, so if you do damage equal to the weapon damage plus the SL of the test. And
What was that, James?
So you do damage equal to the damage rating of the weapon plus the success levels of the test.
So 5 plus 5, and then the rapid fire. Was that?
It's in the weapon section. So like all those weapon traits are in the weapon section, which is distinct from the combat section.
Yes, because that's not helpful. Ranged weapons table, weapons and armor traits. 124. Let's see.
Rapid fire is you either gain spread or you gain advantage on an attack roll and increase the weapon's damage by its rapid fire rating. So if you're only on one person, you shoot with advantage and you increase the. So what's the rapid fire rating? 3?
Yeah, I want to do.
You add 3 of the damage then.
Can I do the 3 damage to this guy as spread? Is that how that works?
They have to be within immediate range of each other.
It looks like they are.
They are.
Yeah, the other person has to make a challenging reflexes dodge test or suffer half the damage of the original attack.
Oh, that's what spread says. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh no, but it says when with rapid fire, they take full damage instead.
Okay.
When used as part of rapid fire, they take the full if they fail that test.
Yeah.
Which it looks like they did.
Okay, and what do we know where area 14 is on the shooting person chart?
The hit location for that?
Hit location.
It's on our sheets, I believe.
That's going to be in the combat section, which is not in the chapter I'm in at the moment. So that's going to be 198 where it starts.
It's on the character sheet at the back of the character sheet. So, normally, it goes off the ones digit. So it was a 4 is the left leg.
Okay. You shoot both of these guys in the left leg, and unless my math is wrong, you kill both of them.
Excellent. You're welcome, Rassie. Your job just got easier.
Because your damage is
base 5 and then 5 degrees.
Yeah.
And then
plus 3 again for the spread. Yeah. You get both of these guys, you just start. So anyway, you start blasting.
Literally.
It's just a wave over these two. So the human standing next to this guy is carrying like a big girder that has been sharpened to have like an axe head at one end, and he's just no shirt, he's just wearing like suspenders with work pants, and he's charging down. You can see he's got blood and tattoos all over him. They look like omnisciic sort of symbols, but there's not a lot of skulls, and there's like a weird cog symbology that's quite different than normal. It's like the number of spokes has been reduced down to only 8. So this guy's running down the stairs with just like straight up steel girder used for construction. And he's like, the electricians will be falls dead. The servitor next to him is like blasting with a heavy bolter. That guy gets pinned, suppressed, and killed.
So I have tactical movement as well, which is take cover as a free action. And for some reason, I can't actually move myself.
Yeah. You tell
But
me
yeah,
where you want to
that's
go. Yeah.
that works.
You
I was
take
going to use that
cover
statue as
behind
cover.
an omnisciac statue. There's some candles
Yep.
nearby. You briefly get your arm, and like one of the candles, the candle wax gets on your armor, and you're like, ah, fuck.
Now, that should do it for my turn.
All right, we are now acting on initiative 6, which I believe is definitely Rassie and maybe Holly.
Yes. I will let Rassie go first.
Okay. I would like to move up the stairs.
Yeah.
I just can't move myself.
I know.
I will move zones, and I will see. Are both of these?
They are in close range with each other. This Magos is turning away from you. He basically has his back to you and is starting to chant towards the door.
And that's the enemy Magos, yes?
That is a Logician Magos.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will shoot the Logician Magos with my plasma gun.
Okay.
So I'll go to combat, and I will just click on plasma gun.
Show me your moves.
And because it is the tradition, I will spend a fate point.
Yes, your first skill roll must be fate point. That's the tradition. Actually, the tradition is to use as many fate points on the first roll as humanly possible.
That's
Oh
not
dear.
good.
That's
I'm glad I spent it because I
Yeah.
succeeded with a 1 to the body.
So 9's digit becomes which location?
It says it's a body shot in the chat.
Oh, yes, I see now. Yes, at the bottom it says body.
oh,
Yes,
it does say
is.
that.
Yeah, anything
Okay.
6 above his body.
All right.
So
Go
it's
with that body.
So it's the base damage plus my extra level of success.
I see why you got it and I didn't. You used your weapon when you made the attack roll.
Yes,
yeah,
sorry. How
yeah.
much damage is this?
So it's base damage plus the plus 1 success level.
Sure. Does
That's-
plasma do anything for you?
It's loud. It's penetrating 6,
Okay.
and I'm doing 15 damage.
All right, you kill him instantly then. See, the penetrating is what really mattered there, because by bypassing the armor, you take all 15 of his wounds at one hit. So this Magos type character has turned away. This tech priest, has turned away from you, and you can see he's like, "Oh, holy door, accept my binaric enchantment. 11010101010, accept my prayer of mare." Just absolute chunky salsa explosion.
Chunky salsa. What an
yummy.
image. I'm going to have to remember that for my next combat. Only it'll be green. It'll be pace.
I'm pretty sure that's all I can do on my turn. So
All right, Sister Holly, it's you
Well,
before
either-
the entire rest of the room attacks.
Were either of the Magos or the gun servitor an elite or a leader?
They were the tech priest was a leader and the gun servitor was an elite. So you will get 2 superiority, I believe is what you're asking.
Okay, no worries. So I will move. Oh, can you move me direct behind Rassie to use him as a human shield?
Sure. Why not?
this is what Rassie does.
You move into immediate
This is what
range
Holly
with
does.
Rassie.
I will then use for my action Superior Commander, which allows me to give an action to as many allies as the current superiority. So I will give both Rassie and Velamris an extra action.
Excellent. I'm going to use it immediately to reload both my pistols by the time I can shoot again.
Well, I was
I have
going to
rapid
go
reload.
ahead and go to break at the end of your turn, but I guess I might as well let Kain take his turn.
All right, then I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
I love rapid reload.
Our Mago said we need to clear the way, so I'm gonna clear it.
I spent 2 seasons working with this ability. I'm going to fucking use it.
I see you've become a dancer from Fire Emblem. You trade
Oh,
your
yeah.
turn to give
You gonna-
everyone
you gonna
else
fate
turns.
that?
Wow.
So what? Okay, so if I can make it a 0 and make it a hit. Is that what I can do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. This guy explodes.
Yeah. It's 14 penetrating 6. He's gone. Mastercraft plasma gun.
Okay. We are going to take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to find out more about what's going on here inside the lair of Titanslair. Stick around for that second part.
It's gonna get juicy. All right, Drax, calm
All
down.
right, that doesn't make you invisible, just to clear. That makes you more visible. All right, so on the bad guy's turn, they charge down the stairs. 2 of them mob up on Velamris. And 2 of them mob up onto Kierkegaard. Velamris, more like the Whamris, with what I'm about to do.
Does Kierkegaard get a chance to do anything, or is it not his turn yet?
It's not his turn yet.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know where he was on the initiative order.
Can't you just let me beat you to death real quick? What's your beef,
No.
man?
No, you're gonna I have to earn every one of my kills in my campaigns I lead.
I'm not your game master of the games that you lead. I'm the game master of this game right now.
Even says so on your mouse cursor?
Yeah. Did that not show up?
What's that?
I don't know. I tried
You
rolling
moved.
industrial
You moved a couple of people down.
tools. Doesn't look like it rolled anything.
Are you rolling on private or something?
No, it just doesn't show. Oh, I'm gonna reload and see if anything happened. And the combat log says nothing. All right, I'll just manually roll. Let's see here. Actors open. Since apparently we want to be difficult today. Cool. I rolled a 100 to hit Velamris.
That weapon malfunction?
So this guy charges up to you. He's just wearing his suspenders and his, almost YMCA level kit. As he comes up, tries to hit you with essentially a girder. And in the process, he just kind of wins himself out and he goes, oh, should have seen a tech priest about my back last week.
Maybe you should have signed up for our health plan, but
Physical Salvation Services. I heard they were a scam run by the government.
No, they're a scam run by the Darkwind.
All right, while you're saying that, the other guy tries to bonk you in the back of the head and will also miss.
Oh, good.
He needed a 40 and he got a 42, so that's actually well, is that a negative? That might just be a 0, right?
It would be 0 success.
Okay.
Or 0 degrees of
no,
success.
there's still no, because it's actually 25 because this is an improvised weapon. He misses huge. Perfect.
Oh, you have the melee skills?
These sheets, I don't know how they work. They work however they work.
I mean, I'm good with them totally missing.
All right,
it dying
these 2
in the next
guys
round.
begin beating on Kierkegaard. They're just like wham, wham, and Kierkegaard's just like walking forward, Mechanicus Chad style. They're like hitting him in the stomach with girders, and he's just like, "These attacks are ineffective against my natural armor. Steel should have protected you."
Your flesh is weak.
So Itoi combat rolls behind his grandfather's servitor and then pulls out a las pistol and is basically firing over the servitor's shoulder. It is not a gun servitor. He's just using it as personal body cover in the process.
Yeah,
It's a bodyguard servitor.
Okay. Kierkegaard starts ascending the steps. You can see that he's brought out like a censer. It's like Spider-Man style. He's like extended it, and a little sensor has come out from his. He starts swinging it back and forth as smoke begins coming out of it. You smell incense is starting to fill the room, on top of blood, guts, death, gun smoke. Yeah, and you can hear him intoning in binary. Does anyone here speak binary?
I think Rassie tried to pick it up.
Nope.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or no, maybe it was me. I think I maybe understand a little bit. But
Wait, no.
obviously
I
can't speak
did.
it.
You're right. I have a full rank in binaric. I learned binaric. Right, because remember we got the Mechanicus soap opera.
Oh,
You
yes.
mean Perish and Peril, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I get it. I know binaric.
I would like you to roll linguistics real quick.
Woo! All right.
We flash back to you watching Perish and Peril.
Oh, no, that's not a bad. Oh, you missed it just by a few.
Oh,
You spent a fate. You can.
I want to know. I want to know.
You want to know?
Yeah.
You
I
hear
wanna
by
know.
Eric, and you're just like, I want to know what they're saying.
I want to feel included.
Okay. You spend it, right?
Yeah.
So it's so confusing around you. People are exploding everywhere. Weapons are reloading. They're shouting. Your group is having a fight at this door, but this is Titanslair, right? Like, you're 12 Bane blades beneath the earth, and this extends like a continent in every direction, this level, as does every level beneath you, right? There are hundreds of fights going on all over this level. You can see at least one or two from this location. Like, the sound levels in here are crazy, but beneath everything else, beneath even Kierkegaard's muttering, you hear one of the guys who is attacking Velamris looks at Etoe, and in binaric, he says to his partner, how did he know we were logicians? We didn't announce ourselves until after we fired the first shot. We are back at the top of the terminal order with Velamris, who is now covered in swarms of YMCA.
I don't know if I call
construction
two bad
workers.
guys a fucking swarm, but
I mean, those two are in immediate range, and then in the next range band, you have two more.
yeah. I have, thankfully for me, I have two pistols that have close on them, so I can
Okay.
shoot both of them right in the face, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
This is Codex approved. Robute Gilliman would be glad to hear that you have pistols that you can use to withdraw from melee range.
So let me combat. All right, roll that one. Not enough ammo. That's bullshit. All right.
You literally said, I'm going to mag dump.
Well, I also said I was going to rapid reload both my guns, but the sheet says otherwise. So give me a second here.
He just says no.
Oh, it literally says I have no ammo on my character sheet. Okay, well, then
Wow.
that's a fix for later as I go over to this side and do this. Do I get with any of my talents? I don't get any. Two weapons, Deadeye. What does that give me? The red. Oh, when making a ranged attack, I automatically get +1 SL.
Okay.
Oh, if I aim, never mind. Don't listen to that. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna roll. So that's for the first one.
Aiming's for chumps.
That is a miss. So he gets lucky as shit. And then the other one. Not so lucky. Takes something like 9 points of damage. Single shot.
Which one, left or right?
Left.
That will not kill him.
Well, that's a damn shame.
Sorry you feel that way.
Yeah. I didn't feel like doing a full mag dump again.
You shoot him in the shoulder, you know, you're doing gun tricks,
I'm doing
reloading
gun
your
fu.
gun in the process. You throw your magazines up, and then you present your guns upside down for the magazines to fall into the well, and then and yeah, the right hand guy who is attacking you along the statue's length, just trying to hit you with that steel girder. No dice, but you briefly wing this dude, and the burning hole in his shoulder. He's like, ah. It's a good thing I have a physical salvation services cyber limb replacement program.
See? This guy gets it.
I'm a
Sorry,
progressive
you're-
free thinker. Of course I got health insurance.
Your plan has just been cancelled.
James fully solidifying himself as the villain of this fight. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna move because then they get a free attack on me. So I'm staying engaged.
Rassie.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna think really hard about it. We'll see.
I don't think so.
Want to fade that?
No. I need to save something.
Yeah,
I missed by one. I don't know why it's not using my long guns thing, but I did miss by one.
Okay.
Cool. I don't really think there's anything else I can do.
James.
All right. So I will switch from my staff to my Inferno gun, Inferno pistol, and then Rassie and Velamris, I choose you.
Hey, you guys get an
free
extra
actions.
turn.
I'm gonna shoot the guy I already shot.
Okay. Does your gun have ammo in it?
Yeah, a single shot, so I don't have to worry about reloading.
All right.
What you needed were bandoliers of auto pistols.
Yeah. That's 5 plus 2.
Okay.
Single shot.
That will kill him. Now let's see here. You guys have defeated...
Somewhere during this battle, I'm gonna do a little hat tip sort of motion towards Holly because that's exactly how this works.
You say "milady" in the process.
Yes, a lady.
So you guys have defeated 3 troops, so you get another +1 superiority, bringing up to 3, which I believe is
Are
the
we
actual
at
cap.
50% over or 2-to-1 odds or whatever?
No, it's because you defeated the number of troops equal to your party size.
Equal to the resolve.
I'm gonna try.
The resolve is not great.
I'm gonna try again on the same guy.
Yeah. Okay.
4. Nice.
Yeah.
That's 19 penetrating 6.
Sorry, which one were you shooting at?
This guy.
Okay. Yeah, it just kills him. I mean, you hit him and engulf him in a wave of fire, and a flaming skeleton hits the ground and is like burning up Terminator style.
I saw a very nice model someone posted on Facebook today where they've taken the new Terminators from the new Horus Heresy box, and they put like LED, like the monofilament wire, like the like fiber optic wires to like represent the shots from a disintegrator gun, and have like a space marine being half disintegrated on the base with like light up LEDs inside the model.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right, this guy is going to get on the elevator and quickly cross himself. And he's like, Tio Dominato Requiem. And the elevator begins moving as he enters in 6 Bane Blades into the elevator.
Is the servo skull on to taking that ride?
Oh, yeah, I love the idea the servo skull goes with him.
So who left? Sorry, is that the bad guy or the guy left?
One of the fleeing laborers.
You got away.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and try to
Kill
Velamris a new one. Not on a 70. Not even slightly. And then your boy is going to... His servitor is going to approach with him, and he's going to reach over the servitor and try to pop this dude point blank in the head, using his servitor grandfather as a... Yeah, 9. Absolutely.
That's
Velamris, you turn to see this guy like coming down with a girder to hit you, and then Etui's like, dodge this. Just hits him with the last pistol. All right, so Kierkegaard is approaching. It looks like it's going to take him an unspecified amount of time to finish opening the door, but Etoi like comes over and puts both his hands on your shoulders. So Velamris is like, excellent job. All right, we have to save this facility. Who knows who could be the traitors here? And he's like trying to force you up the steps so that your whole party can get back together.
God, I don't know this in character, so I kind of have to go with it for now. But yeah, Velamris will go back up to the top next to, basically I'm going to start bodyguarding Kierkegaard.
Okay.
since Holly is covered by Rassie.
I'm gonna, in a lull in the fighting here, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
like move to stand next to Etui, like
Yeah.
at the top of the stairs.
You can see he starts scratching like his armpit. He's like,
Those are some very sharp senses, friend. What gave them away?
we had word something could be going down.
What kind of word? Is there anything that you could tell us that'll help us keep the same kind of eye out that you've got right now?
You never really know, who you can trust.
That's true. Ultimately, there's only one that I am glad to freely give my trust in, but suspicion is good for the rest.
I think that's wise. It's a good choice. He puts a hand on your shoulder as the door starts opening slowly, and he says, I consider you a partner. Two of us are more alike, maybe, than... I know we haven't spent a lot of time together. We've had 2 conversations, but I feel we are kindred souls.
We're certainly fast friends. And that I have no regrets for.
I don't know what we're going to see as we proceed forward in the facility. You never really know what the enemy is capable of until you see it. And as he's saying this, Kierkegaard's pushing past him with the brazier, the sensor, and he's like, we must go now. We must protect the Titans.
While people are walking in, I'm gonna walk next to Velamris and sort of lean in and whisper, and I'll use the ship's cant we have
Yeah?
and say, keep a gun pointed at Twee's back.
Absolutely. He definitely gives me weird feelings, and he touched me. I did not appreciate that.
Yeah, there's bigger concerns than the way he touches you.
I'm so glad that I set that up in a way that I did not see coming. Because I was just like, he touched me. I don't like that.
And then I head in. We have work to do.
Yep, I'm following Kierkegaard otherwise.
How you guys feeling right now? I just need a minute to move scenes here and prep the situation based on who survived.
Do we need to put new tokens on the board so we can move our characters around?
It's probably not going to be that necessary.
Okay.
The thingy's been freaking out a little bit, but...
Okay. Because all the tokens, including mine, have the same, I want to say like a bluish outline on them.
I know.
Well, it was, filling the void for a moment while you do things. I'm really happy with my purchase. That plasma gun is awesome.
Was it Pen 6 or some shit?
Yeah, and I didn't even use supercharge. I don't even know what that does.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a chance your gun explodes, but I could be wrong. Unless, well, it's mastercrafted, so it probably doesn't have that.
I don't know. I'm going to look it up in the in-between. I didn't want to slow down the game by looking for the supercharge yet, but
Yeah.
I mean, I need to try it at least
we weren't
once.
firing at tanks. That wasn't an issue. So
I'm pretty sure we still have a crack grenade or two laying around somewhere for that.
Buddy, I am a walking almost mushroom cloud.
Almost.
I have so many demo charges on me. Let's see. Rules, armory. Item flaw. I don't want item flaws. Here we go. Item qualities. No, that's not what I wanted. Encumbrance, small items. Well, here we go. Loud. Oh, the plasma gun has loud, by the way.
Yeah, that just means you can't be stealthy with it unless you put a
Yeah.
silencer on it.
I'm not really sure there's going to be a suppressor for the plasma gun.
Probably
Just
not.
going to throw that out there.
The plasma melts the suppressor. It's good for one shot only.
Oh, supercharge isn't even dangerous. When you fire this weapon, you can choose to supercharge it. Doing so adds additional damage to the attack equal to the rating at the cost of double ammo expenditure.
Oh,
So I can add 4 more damage by supercharging.
and there's no detriment to doing other than using up your ammo faster. And
Might be worth reading the rules for like
Unstable.
but it's got unstable or not?
It does have unstable. So if
that means you can't aim, right?
Well, no, it means that if I fumble, that a result of 5+ on the fumble table means it blows up in my hands.
Ah, there it is. Even
Typically
with the
dealing,
Mastercraft?
typically dealing its damage to the arm wielding the weapon.
But Mastercraft doesn't counter that?
I'll double check, but I still have the unstable quality.
Mastercraft, I think, does something to the chance of actually rolling a fumble. So before you roll on the fumble table, you've got to actually roll a fumble. And Mastercraft doesn't eliminate it, but it reduces its chance of fumbling.
That sounds right. I'm also
Mastercrafted weapons, gear, and tools grant +1 success level to all relevant tests. Mastercraft armor gets +2 armor.
Yeah,
So I do one more damage with it.
It might be. Is there a reliable trait?
I do. There's.
It wouldn't. I don't think.
Unreliable.
Would it have reliable if it has the?
No, but I'm just saying. I'm trying to get if someone actually does change the fumble rate or fumble.
There is a reliable trait which the Las carbine has. If you fumble on a 4, you roll a d10. On a 4+, you ignore the fumble.
Yeah.
Okay, I am ready.
Let's do this.
Sorry, it took a minute to get this set up.
Are we getting a new scene?
We are getting a new scene after a bit of description. So
Okay.
Your group engages in several more small firefights. You're basically on an escort quest to escort Ashley from Resident Evil in the form of Magos Kierkegaard, who moves slower than your run speed, but faster than your walk speed in an infuriating way.
Yes, that's the perfect speed for an escort mission. Fuck, I hate that. God, I hated that. It's like that in MechWarrior Online when they introduced the escort mission, that the stupid bot would be just slow.
Let's dump this quest and go grind boards instead.
Kierkegaard leads you past several groups. It's not clear who is a logician and who isn't. It seems like in some cases people are just opening fire on each other without checking to see like who belongs to what group. But such things are beyond him. You can hear that there are blasts of like binaric callouts over auditory systems and voxcasters, and you briefly catch like a call like that you hear like Warlord Sinister compromised. All troops report to the Warlord Sinister immediately. Recapture and decommission is authorized. And at that point, Kierkegaard takes you in a different direction without telling you what's happening. Like, he's clearly moving in a single direction the whole time, and then he suddenly diverts and
Turns
starts
right.
heading for a nearby elevator with no explanation at all as he heads deeper into the facility. At which
I think there's a part of Velamris that as he's following along, he's just kind of in some ways not regressed, but like reminded of his days on a Forge world where he's just like, yep, just follow the Magos. Don't worry about the Wise or the House. Just follow. And he's like, all right, oh, that guy's shooting at us, so I can shoot back now.
Okay. You all exit into... It's difficult to tell what the hell is going on in here. Much of the equipment has been damaged. There's so much stuff on fire. Kierkegaard begins moving towards a command console, and you can see that he's like taking some sort of cable attached to his body and plugging it into a fading, like holographic representation of whatever you're inside. It sounds like maybe you're in a Titan right now. And Etoe gestures to you. Rassie to come over and like look into this thing. So it's like a large like liquid tank container that you might see that holds like gasoline at a gas station or something outside. You know what I mean? Like it has a petrochemical marker, but there's also like a fogged over little glass window to see what's going on inside.
Sure. I mean, I've got Velamris watching my back by keeping a gun basically to his back at all times.
Can you put me up next to Kierkegaard, and I'm positioned where I could kind of see both of them?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'll take a look in this jar.
All right, you look inside, and
I'll be that horror movie character.
A armless, legless, like human torso with just like the head, that appears to be attached by a number of cables suspended in this liquid. Edwy goes, it powers the entire system of Overlord Sinister Psi Titan. The barely alive husk of a blank, just like you. He puts a hand on your shoulder and says, and when I pilot this thing, you will be my blank, he says, as a enormous flaming red sword forms in his hand and he stabs you in the gut.
I shoot him immediately once I see that blade.
Let's resolve both of those things.
I am going to single shot because I don't want to hit Rassie.
Sure.
Oh, dude, he's pulling out a flaming sword. Just dump all of your bullets.
I mean, yeah, I will actually, yeah. And I'm going to put a fate point on it too, so.
Sure.
So yeah, he's going to get all the bullets. Oof. Oh, no, that's actually good. So 5, 6, plus 3 is 9. And I will hit him. Fuck it. I'm going to hit him with both guns because Rassie did say.
I told you that you were going to probably have to shoot this guy. So.
Yeah. So I'm definitely mag dumping on him as soon as that sword comes out.
Okay.
So that's 10, 13, 19 damage total, I think.
What's the damage on each individual one?
It's 5 base and then 3 rapid fire, and that's doubled because it's the 2 guns, and then 3 additional degrees of success total. And I need to ask, so on that second roll, I used advantage. Does that count as from the first fate point, or would that be a second fate point as well?
I think you have each roll is its own roll. So
okay, then I'm down to 1 fate point.
Okay, and
oops.
Your attacks barely wound as you shoot him in the back repeatedly. You start blowing off pieces of his torso, like covering, and you can see underneath it, he is absolutely covered in a sigil of the 8-pointed star of chaos that has been tattooed into his body. And you can see that there is a mark of corn that has recently been burned into his back. And you recall all those times he's been like, oh, it's painful to be around a blank. I wonder why. Yeah. So just real quick, everybody that can see his back needs to make a challenging fortitude test to resist 2 points of corruption.
Challenging is no modifier, correct?
Correct.
Yes, it is.
Now, I give a benefit to avoiding corruption. Give me a second. What it's from? Sorry.
Cool.
Oh, yes.
I think I give advantage. Yeah, I give advantage on these tests.
Excellent.
Penetrating 3 to you, Rassie, into your right leg for 13 points of damage.
13, pen 3. Okay.
How you looking?
He hasn't even touched half. He hasn't taken me to halfway yet.
Okay. He leaves the sword in your body, and like, and like you can see that more of his clothes are burning off as more tattoos with symbols of corn and Tzeentch are appearing all over him. as he reveals his true form in front of you.
Wonderful. James, you said we do get advantage, yes?
Yeah, you do. That's right. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Excellent.
a not good.
That's a
That's
great
not
use
good.
of
Your
advantage.
advantage really good.
Advantage really turned that one around on you.
Yeah, it did.
Cool. And then from the shadows, all of the baddies begin appearing. Ba-dum-bum.
That's
Is
a
it
lot of
intentional
measuring
that I
going
can't see
on.
anything?
Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry.
Oh, they're there. Oh, this will be fun. So yeah, so you are indeed going for kill the party.
Well, maybe we'll see.
You
on the
guys
plane.
have been in like 6 fights over the course of like 30 episodes.
I think it's more like
me
3,
a fucking
but
break. Cry me a river. If I
Shit,
want to
one of
have a
them's marked
nice
as a psyker.
finale, you know what I mean? I try to make you a nice finale with the gabagool, and this is what I get from these fucking cool
Hey, Rassie,
guys.
there's a psyker on the table.
He's not a
We don't know yet, but-
paisano. Omar, hey. All right, so this guy is over here at this lever. He has like popped out. He was pretending to be one of the dead bodies. He's popped up. He looks like he's getting ready to pull the lever. There are 3 cultists who are wearing Vanensarg symbols and logician symbols, who are like over at this sort of command console area on the far right. They look like they're defending it from you. They're not advancing on you. They are protecting it from your advance. There is absolutely a sort of almost Damon Hosty psyker who's approaching you, surrounded by evil cultists. And then we've got, you know, Damon
Your boy.
Host Etoe right here, just posted up. And the servitor's just kind of standing there, not doing anything.
All right.
Cool. Now, according to my calculations here, I certainly would say that you all are not knowledgeable in this battlefield.
No.
But I would say Sister Holly maybe knows. This isn't your guys' first time encounter with cultists or daemons. Or Daemon Hose. Well, maybe it's your first time with Daemon Hose. I'll give you
I
guys
think so,
one
yeah.
superiority on the front end and a +1 because you opened up with a plan to betray and shoot Etui in the back, which is a pretty good deal because his plan was to betray and stab you in the back.
Which he also managed to do, sort of.
So,
Yeah, we kind of saw this maybe coming. That's why I asked you to point your
Yep.
guns at him.
Yep, and that's why he got a full mag dump twice, but apparently it didn't do shit.
yeah, so instead, we're starting at the top of a round at initiative 8. Etui is going to wrench open the tank, pull the dying blank out, and then he's going to try to body slam Rassie into the tank. So he has a melee skill of 80, and we are going to resolve a grapple
Oh
here.
my god.
Yeah.
There's no chance, guys. There's no chance. I'm going in the tank.
You don't want to go in the tank, so you get to choose athletics might or melee brawling or reflexes dodge.
I think dodge might be better. I don't know what your stats are.
Athletics or reflexes.
Oh, you're
or
going
what was
in the
my other
tank, buddy.
choice?
You
What was
got,
my
like,
other
2
choice?
Athletics
reflexes.
might, brawling, melee brawling, or reflexes dodge.
Well, I guess I'm rolling athletics because that's my best chance.
Okay, you need to pass at a +4.
In each degree is beating it by 10.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to bother spending the fate point. I have to
Okay.
roll. I have to roll a 4
you could
or
critical
under.
if you roll doubles.
You can also, I believe, with spending. No, burning it was an auto success.
burn
think.
burn
I think.
fate
Is that
in the name of the
is-
Emperor.
Is that a thing?
Or
Wait,
maybe
I don't
that's
think
to
we've
stay
done
alive. I might be getting game systems confused.
that. Well, this is important.
Yeah.
Way to muck things up and bring something up that might matter.
Okay, fate for
Fate
sure
220.
is definitely a thing. So spending fate's on page 220.
Burning Fate, die another day, the Emperor protects. You completely avoid incoming damage from some unlucky chance.
Yeah.
Rather than roll the result of a test, you choose the number instead. Okay, yeah, I'm going to burn a fate for the
Okay.
Emperor.
SOE goes for you. His arm is burning away into a sort of demonic claw. You recognize that his being a daemon host allows him to partially exist here in contravention of your normal ability to reject people like him out of the Materium. But as he like grabs onto you, he's about to choke slam you down into there, and you get this absolute blast of energy coming from around you. Like a halo briefly forms around your head, huge wings form behind you, like you could see it, nobody else in the room can see it, and you hear a voice whispering in your ear that sounds a lot like Sister Dawn Latanya, as this guy's hand begins burning with the fire, and you hear her whisper, "The fire may not serve just him. The Emperor protects," as he goes, "Ah! Such holiness! A rejection of the anathema!" Now I just have to get your next turn.
Hey, I got
You
more
keep
fate to
burning that
burn if
fate,
I
buddy.
need to.
You keep burning that fate. All right. Hey, is this the first time we've burned fate in this campaign?
Yeah.
I think
so,
so,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We've been prepared to burn fate before, but it didn't actually need to happen, like the Noise Marine fight.
I love the idea that like his shirt is still burning away, and then he's like not affected by that at all, and then the holy fire is burning him, and he's like, actual physical pain. I didn't know things could hurt still. Being shot in the back didn't hurt this much. You see that he's very surprised. He thought for sure he was going to dunk you in that tank, close the door, and then get control of the Warlord Sinister. Okay, we're to initiative 7, which is Rassie.
Velamris.
Oh, is it Velamris? Okay.
Yeah.
I am. Yep. I have 7. I don't know
Yeah,
if anybody
okay.
else does
Nope.
on the
I
board.
mean, you go ahead.
I'm going to charge this guy, Itoe or whatever his name is.
Etoe, yeah.
I'm going to shoot, and then I'm going to stab with a power sword.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, here we go. So shoot first, stab later. So that's 5. So it looks like 8 damage to the left arm.
Okay.
If I understand the way the combat system works here.
You
And
deal 1 point of damage to him.
is he got like a super high toughness or something?
He's very strong.
All right. Well, here comes the power sword.
Okay, that's
So
pretty
that's
good.
going to be Pen 4. And that's going to, it's Mastercraft 2, so I don't know if that makes a difference anywhere else, but also base damage 7, so it looks like
Plus-
12.
Plus 1 SL for Mastercraft.
Okay, so that's 7 plus 6 then. With a Pen 4.
He is deeply injured by this attack. Like, I think you just straight up cut his left arm off, and he goes,
Excellent.
ow.
Fuck that guy.
It starts regrowing immediately.
That's fine. I'll
You
cut
cut
that
it
fucker
off,
off
and
too.
like blood and fire begin pouring out of his left arm, and he turns over his shoulder to look at you and goes, "Velamris Quineel, that was a mistake."
I think before he's like in my attack, I'm invoking Sanguinius.
Okay.
Just to kind of try to, at least in Velamris' head, try to even the odds in the holy fuck, this is chaos bullshit.
All right, this guy standing right here raises a staff and points it towards Velamris.
Of course, you motherfucker. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, he rolled a 4, so
That
Velamris,
sucks.
you start feeling things warp around you, You recognize that you are hiding in Rassie's like warp shadow. Essentially, you're close enough to him that you can't be
I'm
directly
inside the
affected.
radius.
Yes, this attack is so powerful, it's overcoming that.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's really bad. You feel yourself being pulled out of this reality.
Okay. Do I have anything I can resist with?
It's not finishing this turn, but you're like, this is bad. This is very bad.
You should probably shoot that guy to stop him from doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I get my free action from Holly, if I get one.
Okay, these guys are going to jump over the console area and start beating on Kierkegaard. They basically just immediately kill Kierkegaard, who is plugged into the console, not even paying attention to what happens. They just walk up and start beating him to death with chainswords.
At some point, Velamris is going to be like, well, shit, that sucks. That's going to go on the resume.
Okay.
I tried.
And then my backup crew of regular cultists. They are not moving. They can see Holly and Velamris. I think it's auto pistol time, and we're just gonna kill Velamris because Velamris is their version of a big bad for them.
Hey guys, I finally made it to big bad level. I'm gonna fucking die though.
That's really unfortunate. All right. So here's what happens. The first cultist whips out his auto pistol, right? And he starts spraying, and you like duck your head down. And bullets are deflecting all around you. Two of them raise auto pistols and go to fire, and then for one of them is gun jams, and for the other, the magazine drops out of the gun, and they go, huh? What? And you, Velamris, you're like, I was protected by the machine spirits of the guns. This is
it's that gun fu, man.
Adeptus Mechanicus facility where the Omnissiah's will is strongest, and he has reached out and protected you for one turn as they start reloading.
So even the one that rolled a 37 missed?
Yeah, I mean, he needed a 30 and he rolled a 37,
okay.
So I think that is, in fact, a miss.
This
guy's going
definitely
to pull this lever and then move over here to start turning giant, like, valve wheels. And you can feel the Titan beneath you shuddering alive.
All right, so we have the three that are up here, the three cultists, and then there's the one back here, and then the three in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget the Psyker over here that's phasing you out of reality.
Itoi or whatever.
No, Itoi is this guy right here. Yeah.
Yep.
You should not get sucked into the Imperium.
That would bad.
That would suck a lot.
You can't help me win this fight if you're not here.
I know.
Okay. We're now on initiative 6.
So Rassie and me.
Ooh.
Rassie, you go first.
Yeah.
Rassie, you're feeling bolstered by a literal divine act of intervention by an Imperial Saint.
So what's the penalty for not having close on my gun?
I think you roll at disadvantage,
right?
Yeah.
Why don't you step away from him? That could only go well for you.
Don't do that. He gets a free attack.
Yeah, but honestly, maybe not terrible.
Okay, you ready for this?
I don't know, man.
You tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what happens.
Okay, I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like I've been in the command deck of a number of ships.
Kierkegaard was directly connected to that computer when he died. It looks pretty damn important. And you're the only person here who heard that broadcast that Kierkegaard's job was to decommission the Titan and shut it down so people couldn't steal it.
Okay.
You're the only person in this party that speaks binary at the moment.
I have a plan. It's not a great plan. I am going to move to stand. I'm going to. He gets his free swing, but
his free swing is going to be to grapple you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what his roll is. How many degrees of success is that?
He needed an 80, so 2.
2.
I will. You know what? This plan is not good for Rassie anyways. I'm burning another fate.
Okay. He goes to get another hand on you, and this time everyone in the room can see that he hits like a hexagonal, like silvery hexagon made of force. And he's like, "What? What is this? How are you protected from my power? You can't be guarded by the warp. What is this power?"
And I will scream at the top of my lungs as I move over to hop on top of this hollow table.
You jump into the hollow table.
Just screaming, "For the Emperor!"
Yeah.
And I reach behind myself and I slam my bag down on the ground and rip it open to expose my giant pile of demolition charges.
Okay.
Oh,
You
dear.
expose a giant pile of demolition charges. These guys over here are just like, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. That's fine. This guy right here goes, oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. You wanna do something with those demo charges?
Yeah. I'm going to give my life for the warlord.
Okay.
I'm going to stop this.
Would you
from
like to
falling into
burn
the hands of
another
Cat.
fate to die another day?
I'm going to burn a fate to have an absolutely ridiculous survival here, but I'm blowing this entire room out of the warlord.
Okay. This will be our last scene before we go on break then. Rassie,
This
like
might
a
be our
football
last scene,
player,
period.
he goes to run. He leaves his back open. The hexagonal silvery deflection comes down as the holy saint Don Latenya uses a power outside the warp, the power of faith across time and space in order to protect you, deflecting this Daemon host's arm from hitting you. You continue to dodge past Velamris. You leap and roll over top of the counter. You find Kierkegaard's dead body. You throw your duffel bag of explosives down. You open it up. You pull out a detonator. You look at the cultist leader standing right next to you who's like, no.
Oh,
You
no,
hit-
I like the idea that I've got the detonator like held between like in my hand so that I can hold my hands up in the sign of the Aquila while I hit the clacker.
You hit the clacker. Everything around you turns white. You see, looking around, nothing in any direction but pure white energy. And then a man steps out of nothing to stand beside you, smoking a cigarette. Your old lieutenant, the one who programmed you to become an Inquisitor agent. He hands you the cigarette and says, "We're all waiting here for somebody. Waiting, forming up, fight for the Emperor in the end." He hands you the cigarette.
I gladly take it and I take a hit.
You've done better than I expected, kid.
I've learned enough about myself to be curious. Am I going to be there for that fight? Or am I going to cease to be?
I mean, the fight you're in right now, the game mechanics, you don't get to return to that fight. You take no further part in the current encounter.
But he's not asking about the encounter. He's asking about the fight that his lieutenant's talking about. They're them gathering.
Oh, he says, "Listen, you get 2 shots here because you're not sticking with us. You ever see a rotating door? Special people like you, sometimes they die and they don't exactly stick. But don't worry. Our unit, our drop troops, will be gathering. You'll join us when you're dead for real. For real, for real."
Well, I hope by the time I see the rest of you again, I've done enough to make you proud.
As they say on Elysium, KainDamael awaits. The Rizzler's last thoughts should be of Ohio. And we're going to go to break for
Oh
the
my
final
god,
part of this.
Rizzler's last thoughts. He really did it.
is this scene really happening, or is this just Rassie having a stroke?
I think this is the last synaptic burst before his brain is like completely done.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay. You said very sadly, I'm here.
No. I didn't mean for it to sound sad. I have zero regrets.
Is this Sister Holly's turn then?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to fire at the Psyker.
Okay.
The rogue
You've
Psyker
also
apostle.
watched multiple miracles happen in the course of like 5 seconds.
Are you saying I should make one too?
No, I'm just saying that
Can you? Could you please?
Rassie has had multiple divine interventions.
Are those cult leaders dead? The ones up on that command thingy?
Let's say yes. Let's say they've been detonated to death. Sure.
Okay.
Also, Rassie's body is nowhere to be found. Just to be super clear about that.
Oh, so his White Room experience was not just in his mind, but in a metaphysical sense as well.
I suppose we'll find out.
This is where
Yeah, right?
we reveal that Rassie is the first perpetual blank in history.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
All right, Holly, you're shooting the Psyker, who is
Yeah,
currently
I'm sorry.
concentrating on de-evaporating your boy.
All right.
That is a 77. That's either a
I'll
critical success or a critical fail.
I'll spend a fate to re-roll that one.
Okay, that sounds like that's a critical fail.
Yeah. That's just fumble right there. So.
Oh, because it's doubles. That's right.
Yeah.
How is it doing? Sorry, it's just doing. Try this. How are you doing with the not enough ammo situation?
I had to give myself ammo. You right-click and edit your ammo item, and then reload the weapon itself. Should have a little reload option.
Let me see.
Oh,
And then once you do that, it'll disappear. The reload button.
I didn't know that I could do that. I just right-clicked on the ammo pool for my plasma gun to fill it up, and I reduced it the other. I did it the hard way.
Yeah, I did because James did something that I didn't do, which was actually purchased it.
How did you reload? Sorry, what was the reload option?
So I have my weapon equipped, and then
I see. Yeah, okay. No ammo with the associated weapon. I literally just created ammo for it, and that's saying no ammo with the associated weapon.
say that again.
Some reason I tried to create Inferno pistol ammo, and it created Las pistol ammo.
It even says that you bought Infernal pistol ammo.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. The module has been working not so good for me today.
There
There should be a reload button, and then you
have no ammo associated with this weapon. You're gonna go and do.
Well,
On the weapon
for
entry?
for now at least, if you go to your combat tab and you look at your mag 03 and right-click, it should add to your mag. So you can at least
see that.
do
It
your
does that.
you can at least do your thing.
Yeah. Okay.
right click and left click. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
That's what I did with my plasma gun.
That looks like a better chance.
That is a
That is still a
success.
hit. Okay. So 17 damage with a rend of 5.
What does Ren do in here?
It's just like penetrating. Also, it destroys that much armor in the process.
Okay, well, he has
Oh,
1 point
nice.
of armor, so now he has 0. How much
Only
damage
that
did you
location-
say?
only that location.
17?
17. Yeah.
Okay. You
God damn.
shoot this guy in the leg. His leg fully comes off. He's bleeding out of his hip. You could see the malevolent powers he's holding on to begin to unravel, and he goes, "No, no, master, no!" Instead of like catching fire of all these plasma people we've hit, this guy gets his insides become his outsides, and his outsides become his insides as he gets sucked into the warp, having lost focus on the thing he was doing to Velamris. I think
Nice.
you can go ahead and take a superiority for that.
All right.
Definitely sounds like an elite that's now dead.
Melt weapons are wonderful.
That's amazing that you do 16 base damage with that
Yeah,
weapon. That's wild.
there's probably a hole in the wall behind him as well.
Probably. And the floor. That's a wild amount of damage right there.
Yeah.
The guy with the working auto pistol shoots at Velamris. The other two struggle to reload as Mass Effect 2 style, like thermal clip ejection. There's like steam coming out of
Yep.
one of his, because he's just like, how is it steaming? It uses ammunition. As the machine spirits protect Velamris through the Omnissiah's will, another divine intervention. Okay, at the beginning of the round, Etoe is just gonna be like, you fucking pieces of shit. You slime bags. I have waited centuries to reclaim my Titan. And you have undone my work in 5 seconds!
And Velamris is just gonna, he's standing there with a pistol in one hand and a sword in the other, and he just does, except it's a pistol, and he's just like, come on, come on.
And he does hit you for 0 degrees of success.
Do you want to try and dodge?
Yeah, and that's a free action to dodge, right?
Is it?
I thought it was.
No idea.
I think you have to be taking the dodge action to dodge. Am I crazy talking?
I thought I had reaction
It
options.
gives you advantage. Give me a second. Let's check.
That might be true. I forgot how the system works with melee attacks.
That's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So dodge is on 208.
Dodge, see, when you dodge, you spend your turn trying to avoid harm. Okay, so this is more like D&D dodge than it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
so when you take the
Additionally,
dodge
until
action,
the start
you
of your
have
next turn,
advantage.
you may make a reflexes dodge test to avoid ranged attacks. So nope.
This
It looks like you-
This is a melee attack against you.
Yeah.
It looks like
so,
you
so,
can...
so you can always dodge. You can always use your reaction to dodge melee attacks. You can't use your reaction to dodge ranged attacks unless you have taken the dodge action.
Now, you have a melee weapon in hand if you'd like to make an opposed melee test.
So you can parry instead.
Yes.
Yeah. Does that eat my action for my turn?
No,
coming up?
it's your reaction. You have one.
Okay.
You have one reaction.
That's fine.
So you can like dodge or defend against one opponent.
Don't worry. You're not going to use your shield and accidentally forego your attack.
That sounds oddly specific and familiar.
Oof.
My +0 beats his +0.
Yes, it does, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe on a tie it goes to the player.
Defender wins. Defender wins.
Defender, okay.
Position. You deal damage equal to your weapons damage plus the difference in success. What's your weapons damage?
Base 7.
Okay. He comes down. You'd have no idea where this flaming sword formed from. Last time you saw it, it was in Rassie's leg. But then Rassie started running and it disappeared out of his leg. It has formed again. He comes down. You cut his other arm off, the one holding the sword, and his whole body begins burning with warp energy as all of the symbols of Khorne on him begin, like, consuming him. And you hear a voice laugh and say, "He cares not where the blood comes from." As, like, all of the skin begins to come off of Etoe, and it's just a pile of loose meat and bones lying on the ground.
Yes, I've seen Deadpool 2.
Come on, man. I'm trying to have a finale here, okay?
I'm sorry.
I haven't been making that many references. I've been trying to be serious, seriously killing all of you.
So is he dead then, or is he?
He's as dead as you think something like him can be dead. I mean, as a Daemon host, his Daemon-y part is going to go respawn somewhere in an indeterminate time. The human part is the meat is no longer attached to the bone. That's good eats right there. Now it's raw and uncooked, but
It's chaotic. I'm not eating it.
that's a good call. That's a good call. Great. Velamris, it's your turn. There
All
are
right, I am going to
4
invoke...
people left in this room.
How many?
are
Oh,
bad.
that's right. I forgot about the one all the way
Yeah,
up there.
you forgot
All right,
about
so
Valve
I
guy,
am
huh?
going to, I'm going to charge this guy specifically.
Okay.
I don't know if charge is probably not the right word, but I'm going to move and get in his face. I'm going to shout God Emperor based invective at him because I hate these fuckers. And I'm going to shoot and stab.
You shout the words God Emperor based invective. One of them turns to the other and goes, "What does that mean?" There's your
so-
Deadpool for you, motherfucker.
All right, so shooting single shot on that first cultist there.
Okay, you charge forward.
So that's going to be
Not so
phase
good.
5
Bad.
and 3 success.
Yeah.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay,
No pen.
he's mostly
I'll do
dead, but still slightly alive.
And then I'm going to... Yeah, I'll finish him off with a sword.
Okay.
And that's going to be 8,
He dies.
13 total damage. It's +1 damage for meshwork, right?
Yep.
Sure. It won't matter.
And it's +1 SL, which turned into damage
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Sister
it.
Holly, this room is rapidly filling up with dead people all over the place. You've watched the shocking, heroic death of a martyr. And you've watched a daemon hose burn itself out. What do you want to do here?
What is my range to the cult leader at the top corner?
He's like one zone away.
One zone. Okay, so I will take the aim action. Because infrared pistols are only short range.
Okay.
So I will spend an aim action to be able to shoot at him from this distance.
Sure.
That gives you +10 or something, I think?
No, it doesn't. It increases the range band of your gun by 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not at all like FFG.
Yeah. All right. So. So that'll hit. So that'll be 17 damage, Ren 5.
Okay. You nearly kill him in the process.
Okay.
You're...
In the torso.
Yeah.
You
not
put your
good.
hole right through him.
Okay, this guy's gonna use... You guys have a superiority rating of +3. This guy's gonna use his special ability. You could see that he's realized how doomed the attempt to get this thing working is now that the command console has been exploded. And he says, "The dark gods! I have failed you! The price of failure is freedom! Freedom from this flesh!" And he reaches into his own skull and rips his flesh off, and he sacrifices himself to summon a chaos spawn. So you need to make a -20 discipline test for everybody here.
Get advantage because of me being nearby.
So discipline...
But the cultists don't get advantage.
Is it discipline or is it it's not discipline fear, is it?
It is discipline fear at -20, but then you get
Okay,
+1.
so -20, but at
Advantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
actually, the
there's-
cultists pass. The cultists are like, yeah, sick, sir, absolutely wretched.
I think I give him more to it now as well. One sec, let me just double check what the benefit of the holy icon is as well.
Oh, does the Holy Icon give us something else too?
Gives +1 SL to discipline tests as well.
Made it.
Good. Right, I just skated right in.
All right,
Sanguinius is
also
looking out
needs
for
to-
me, buddy.
Yeah, no, doing mine yet.
Okay.
You know what? I might use my what's my ability to my faithful Imperial cult ability once per session to add SL equal to my willpower bonus to this.
That's a good call.
So it'll be the total of willpower bonus is +3, 4, so it'll be +5. So. Oh, hang on.
That doesn't look good.
That is a
That
win.
looks better. Great. Now I need both of you to make a challenging +0 discipline psychic test to resist 1 point of corruption.
Okay. So my discipline ability still applies to this, by the way, as well. So
Ooh, it's a good time for that.
Velamris continues to call upon Sanguinius and Sister Dawn Latenya to live. Well, I think she's still living. I'm not sure.
Ooh,
She's
can you make
living. I
a-
met her.
Can you roll a D10 for me, Omar, for no particular reason?
No.
The living saint is still living. I met her in the gym.
Oof, that can't be good.
That's super cool. Thank you so much. And then, James, can you also roll a D10?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I like this 9 or not.
8.
Well, it's either good or bad. I don't know.
Amazing. So cool. Anyway.
We're on the way to a straight.
So this guy goes from regular human size to a large mound of fleshy chaos demon, and then begins. It's basically like a jello in the form of human flesh, but still slightly transparent, and it begins spawning not tentacles but like arms that are made up of transparent jello to begin beating Velamris to death. It's absolutely insane to be looking at it. You're like, wow, this is beyond any form of mortal reasoning possible. This is quite bad.
And it's beating on me with its many arms. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay, he rolled a 5. It's a melee attack, melee brawling. Would you like to try to counteract that?
I don't know that I can. This is still the same round, is it not?
Well,
no, it's a new round. He's just
okay. In that case, yes, I will attempt to parry that.
Yeah, you need 5 degrees of success.
at least even if you fail, you'll be reducing damage.
Sure.
I have one fate point. Do I want to use it? No, I'm going to save it for something glorious.
Ooh. Ooh.
That is good enough. You do prevent yourself from getting absolutely freaking
Can I at least rip one or two of these stupid arms off with my power sword in the process?
No.
No?
It's a 0-0, right? Doesn't it just completely cancel out?
You're sure.
I don't know. Oh, wait.
Listen,
no,
I was definitely asking for more. I'm not going to lie.
Sure, you're right. Defenders do win in the system. Go ahead, make your.
I think what defender win means is that if they both get the same SL, then no hit is delivered.
Okay, that sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Then no attack possible. Which brings
Actually, I think
us
there's
back
a talent that allows me to riposte or something like that. But
Does it? I mean, do you have
don't
that
quote me on
talent?
that. I don't have it. I don't have it.
Well,
Then
it's
it
your
doesn't
turn,
matter.
so you can riposte all you want now that you're no longer
Oh yeah,
riposting.
I'm definitely going to. I'm going to do a mag dump and slashy stabby on this thing because, yeah. How do I set this up for? Let me see. Hang on. Oh, a click burst. Or, well, rapid fire, I suppose. Which gives me advantage automatically. That's cool. Yeah. Roll that. So that's going to be 5, 8, 11 damage. I'm putting all the damage onto that guy. And then slashy stabby.
Sure. He, of course, is going to counterattack.
He may.
And he fails.
Okay. So that would be 7, 8, 9 damage from the sword.
You begin shooting this guy. It doesn't feel like it's going to be enough. The two of you continue to clash. Then finally, you get this like beautiful moment where you split it in half, and then it and begins fading back into the warp. And these two guys right here just watched you kill a demon in like 2 seconds, and they go, "Ah, fuck, dude." One of them just shoots himself in the head, and the other one's just like, "For the dark gods, I'm done. I'm out, brother. I'm out. I've clearly lost. I wanna repent. I'm with the Emperor now. I'm with the Omniscient."
I'm shooting him in the face.
Okay.
Can I shoot him in the face?
You shoot him
Fuck
in the
that
face.
guy. I'm shooting him in the face.
I just want to make it known, by the way, that because we basically secured the Titan can't be stolen now.
Yep.
That with the threat of the Chaos Spawn, if the Chaos Spawn didn't die to Velamris there, I was considering just leaving the room and locking the door behind me.
All right, well, the fight's over.
Chaos Spawn's just like, "You're locked in here with me,
that
Velamris."
is such a Holly thing to do, and I've just been like, "Fuck it, I'm fighting this thing to the death now. I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory. Fuck it."
I already need to get like hire one new timber now. It makes a difference. I need to hire 2. So
We cut through a series of vignettes. We see that there's an ad for physical salvation services, followed by an episode, a special memorial episode of Perish in Peril that name drops Magos Kierkegaard, who died heroically defending. Like, no one's saying there's a Psi Titan in the basement, but he heroically died in the Omnissiah's service during a time when many gave their lives. And then it lists everybody's names, but because, you know, it's a show for for Adeptus Mechanicus members, it's super fast. Like, all their names are just scrolling past, and everybody's supposed to be watching it like 30 frames a second, like clicking as it goes past. But Kierkegaard is at the top there, and then at the bottom it's like, special thanks for the sacrifice of Physical Salvation Services Chief Security Officer
Rassie Van Lucht.
Rassie. But unlike Kierkegaard, his goes by in one flash. Like, you never even see it. We cut to Luther making his way through the flames.
Hell yeah.
And as he's making his way through the flames, he's not being burned, and he briefly comes to a place that's completely white in every direction. And as he turns around, he sees Rassie standing there. And Luther's like, "No, I must have died. Wasn't good enough for the Emperor's service. Oh, Velamris is going to be so mad."
I like the idea that I still have that same cigarette.
I want to interject. As Velamris is watching, he's praying to the God Emperor, and in the process burning a fate point so that Luther survives. So he makes it into the White Room.
Oh, hold on. Relax, dude. Relax. Can you let me do my ending?
Okay.
I want to be there, like, smoking the cigarette. I'm like, oh damn. Well,
oh shit,
what
you're here
happened?
too. Wow.
Well, what happened?
I did the ritual to burn my sins away. I did some drugs. I clarified myself. I cleansed myself of all my sins. You know, I thought about all the times I wanted to stab Sister Holly in the back, and I asked the God Emperor for forgiveness. I thought about all the times I wanted to stab Velamris in the back. I asked the God Emperor for forgiveness. Promised that I'd lead a new, cleaner life, but I guess it wasn't good enough. Or maybe it was that time that I jerked off to a picture I saw of female Sanguinius. Maybe the God Emperor is punishing me to death for that one. What are you here for?
Sanguinius punishing him.
I sat on a duffel bag full of demolition charges and gave my life to deny the archenemy a major asset that doesn't exist.
Oh, because the way I heard, you ran into an exploding... I didn't realize you were a martyr. The story that I got from the servitor nearby was that you just sort of ran into the explosion and died accidentally.
Well.
Wow. Wait, if you martyred yourself, well, what am I doing here? What even is this place? Can you even go to heaven?
You know,
You don't have a soul. What are you doing here?
There's some questions that I do have answers to that I don't think I should tell you, and that's on the list of questions that I don't have an answer to. But, you know, I have a suspicion that maybe if you continue to pray, it might not yet be your time. You can still be a martyr, buddy. And I take another puff on the cigarette and I hand it to him.
As your two fingers touch, handing off the cigarette, both of you roll back into reality on fire, having made it through the cleansing ritual's far end. Like, for you, Velamris, you watched your protege go in and then and then smoke and fire was on him, and he didn't come out the far end. But then several seconds later, he comes rolling out, and Rassie comes out of the darkness with him. And they're both on fire now. And Rassie is holding a cigarette for no apparent reason.
Oh, Rassie.
Sorry, I know we're saying cigarette, but I guess it's technically called a low stick or something.
It is a low stick.
Just take the low stick and hold it out to one side and look at himself on fire, and he starts trying to find something to pat the fire out.
One of the sisters nearby throws a fire blanket over you and says, "This happens sometimes. Don't worry about it." Where did this man come from? Most of the time, when we send an adherent through, only the adherent comes through. She starts reaching for Crozier to start beating Rassie to death with.
Hold your hand, sister. He's with us.
She says,
I-
sorry, are you giving me orders on our ship?
No, you clearly
She says,
missed it. You must have missed the
down on your
question
knees
mark that
and
was in
start
there.
praying. It's right 50 Hail Emperors on your tablet in chalk right now. Velamris Quineel, you don't give orders on this ship, young man.
I apologize for the shock-induced disrespect of my friend's sister. I am Rassie.
Oh, he called me his friend. He called me his friend.
I don't
There's an
care.
achievement lighting up on my screen right now.
She goes to stand behind you and kick you in the back of your knees so you fall down, and then nuns you into filling out your I will not profane the God Emperor.
As I Bart Simpson on the data slate.
I'm making note about any lacking in her form when it comes to the discipline.
Poor posture.
She seems to hold back. She doesn't want to deal permanent damage to Velamris, so she only hits him a few times, and nowhere that would cause nerve pain.
I am not exactly sure how I got here, sister, but I freely give myself to any questioning to prove that I am who I say that I am.
All right, Luther pops up and he's like, I'm here too. I freely give myself to the God Emperor, and I'm cleansed
You're
of
still
all
on
my
fire.
sins. He goes, what?
I think Rassie just
There's only
chuckles
one
and,
fire blanket because only one person was supposed to go through.
I think I put the glow stick back in my mouth and start laughing as I take the fire blanket and I put him out.
We cut to Velamris. You are seated in front of a giant pile of thrown gelt on a table in a contract written by the Castellan, the seneschal of the Rogue Trader, with the Rogue Trader's signature indicating that you have not only provided critical services to the Rogue Trader above and beyond, but you have contractually fulfilled your life debt, and that you have bought your own slave contract out due to your actions. And you are also given a hiring bonus, which is the giant pile of money on the table, now that you're a free man, to rejoin your own team.
I'm allowed to resume work.
Yeah. However, you have taken a huge pay grade dump.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna start
Now, rather than
subcontracting
being
Luther
silver
out.
ranked, you're now ranked fuchsia.
Copper.
No, fuchsia. It's
Fuchsia.
colors before it gets to metals.
Okay.
Typical. They
We're all
fired,
the way down below metals. Okay.
they fired you, then rehired you for your old job for less money.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I'm familiar with the layoff and rehire at a lower grade. Yeah. Does Velamris get his knighthood and knight order?
I think that is a question we would leave up to a future season if we had one.
Uh-huh.
But since we don't, I'm going to give you that question back. Does he?
No, wait. I think give it to the audience. Let the audience put it in chat.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
You mean
not this time.
live or like on YouTube?
I mean like on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let them decide the fates of these.
Does the
characters.
Order
Okay.
of Dawnfire begin here and now with Velamris and Luther?
All right. Holly, do you have a potential end for your story here? I think you wanted to get married.
I think that like Holly is like one of the people that just like whatever you give her, she's going to want more.
Yes, I've
So
noticed.
so she wanted to join the Rogue Traders crew. Then she wanted to join the Rogue Traders family. Then she wanted to become the Rogue Trader. Like she would never accept. So I think that the audience can decide at what point she reaches too high and gets burnt.
I understand, Holly. A normal life is boring, but superstardom, it's close to post-mortem. Omar's trying to figure out where that's from.
I got nothing.
It's
on
an
that one.
Eminem lyric, my friend.
Well, I don't remember many Eminem lyrics, so
That's okay. You can join Kai Cenat in Ohio. Rassie?
Well, listen. What's the phrase of Rizzler's last thought should be of
Rizzler's
Ohio.
last thought should be of Ohio. Kaisinat awaits. Rassie, do you have a potential pitch for an ending for the audience to vote on?
Well, I like I like the idea that he's returned and he does do the drop with the DDTs and they become a successful integrated force. And then the part that I would like the audience to vote on. Does Rassie take up the deal and walk into the Imperium to try to save Pierre Cowles? And if you guys are interested in expanding your headcanon, does he succeed or does he fail?
Well, when they're deciding that, the Order of Dawnfire, or just Velamris and Luther, will definitely be involved in that as well.
Okay.
Because you called him your friend, and so Velamris will forever be loyal to you as well. It's always about this friends we make along the way.
This is real guys being bros moment. All it took was one moment of genuine human kindness, and you were willing to throw your entire life away for him. Oh, no, Captain, no. Captain.
I was ready to do that. I mean, honestly, I was ready to do that in the beginning. I was willing to sacrifice Velamris to kill the Noise Marine, but we didn't end up in a position where that was necessary.
Well, you did run him down like a crazy man.
Congratulations
yes,
to you
he
all.
Did.
You managed to solve my final combat puzzle. And through speaking binaric, which I didn't remember that you did, you managed to foresee Etoi's betrayal coming. I mean, it shouldn't have been that hard. I feel like there were a bunch of hints that the Vanded Sargs were bad news.
When we met them, when we went to that party and met them, I was like, yep, nope, like almost the whole, if not the whole family is Chaos Cultists.
Yes.
This guy in particular is grooming me for something because I'm a blank.
Yes. The whole plan all season was to throw you in a Psi Titan and then steal the Psi Titan for the Chaos.
So, AP, I will first off congratulate you on choosing to bring a sinister Warlord Titan into this, but I do have to chastise that you sort of got the roll of the blank in the Psi Titan wrong.
What?
Yeah.
Psi Titans, they have a powerful psyker surgically attached to it, and the princeps of the Titan is a blank.
Yes, but these bad guys are reversing it, so I forgot about it. I had notes about how they were going to do it at the beginning of the season, but that was like 7 or 8 months ago, and I was like, all right, the plan is to just plug Rassie in and then mind control him or something. There was some plan that would involve using Rassie as a part of the Titan and then taking control of it in the name of chaos.
I did enjoy when the Archmagos asked how much it would cost to buy me to be a princeps, and I googled it, and I was like, when we stopped streaming and we were just on the call, I was like, this is so cool. I had no idea this existed in the lore. This is amazing. What the hell is this?
All along, my friend, from the beginning of the season, was to use you as a replacement part.
Wow, you got relegated down to replacement.
I mean, there were a huge number of hints the whole time that you were being scouted to be a part of the Titan, and that the Titan, there was a hint. I don't know that we ever dropped it, but the Titans were all named after there was a group of Titan Wing they were all named after Primarchs, but there wasn't one for Corvus because Corvus is the Psi Titan and it's a secret, and they aren't supposed to be. You guys were at like the Titan demonstration or whatever. It was supposed to be implied that like there was a missing Titan, and if you were paying attention to that, I decided not to really run that storyline because you guys seemed like you were like, something really weird is going on with the Vanded Sargs, and I was like, yeah, they're on the plot. I don't really need to do too much else here. They know what's coming. Well, any questions, comments, thoughts on the system, thoughts on this campaign? This is the season and series finale. We're having a lot of trouble continuing to meet guys. So while I did have a third season where we're going to travel the warp with New Man and go fight Old Man, what's his name? Who's the bad guy from Rogue Trader?
Harlock.
What?
Harlock,
yeah. Anyway, New Man is Harlock, by the way.
Yeah.
New Man is the original. No, hold on. New Man is the original Harlock, and the plan was that New Man goes with you to defeat the demon that took his family from him or whatever, or is controlling time, and completes a time loop where Harlock basically seizes the demon from older Harlock and locks himself in a time loop where he's constantly defeating himself, and so he can't control the universe or fight the other Chaos Gods. Like, the Chaos Gods the whole time are like, yeah, you guys keep moving in the right direction. We want you to do this. We need the time loop to get finished. Keep going. Keep going. Like, Eldari, we're going to show up and be like, hey, guys, we got this plan to reroute fate. And you're cool. This guy, New Man, is so cool. He seems to have weird powers over time and clockwork energy.
He's the OG Harlock.
He's the OG Harlock, who has been New Man-ified by the Pater Mutatis, your boy Fabius Bile, who also got a very brief mention in this season.
It was after I looked up the Psi Titan, I'd started putting XP into Will in case I got sold to be a princeps, and I had to make a new character for season 3.
Oh, I really wanted you to be my bad guy. I wanted you to be stuck in that tank so badly.
So speaking of wild expenditures of XP, in the course of this season in particular, I started with a weapon skill of 34, no advances and no skill dumps. I was rolling against a target number for my melee. Melee one-handed is 64 because of one advance. My melee skill is a base of 59 with 3 advancements, and I gotten my weapon skill up to 44 from 10 advances. So I definitely have spent a lot of time preparing for this melee capability. And when the bullets didn't do any good on what's that?
You needed it repeatedly. You came very close to failing at least 2 melee rolls.
Well, that and the killing the Itoi or whatever his name was, Itoi, whatever. The bullets barely did anything based on your description. So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and bullet and slashy stab the rest of the way. And then it just happened to work out with the chaos spawn at the end. So very thankful that I chose to go that way. Also, Arthur, I have to say thank you for this campaign, because this was incredibly entertaining along the way. And I'm glad that we got the chance to play it. It is an interesting system. It's a nice rework of a lot of the Warhammer franchise, or whatever you want to call it, from FFG, which all of us have quite a bit of experience with. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it, and I was expecting Velamris to not survive tonight, and I am mildly surprised that he did.
When you told us how high his brawl was, I was like, this is it. This is the sign. This is the sign for Rassie, because we're just going right back around to Kyle Morgan. It's time. Let's go.
He almost got Kyle Morgan. The only thing that was missing was the suit. Well, half a suit.
Well, I mean, both of them blew themselves up.
So literally half the suit was all that was missing.
I was tempted to try and do a like burn a fate point to get a highest possible success on that guy and do 20 damage with the Inferno pistol.
Unbelievable.
Or 19 with a crit, do it with 11.
I had fun.
I got to 70 leadership in the end.
Yeah, your multiple turn horse shit was really annoying, by the way. Good job.
Are you talking about his giving us all a free action?
Yeah, because I wanted to deal more damage in the intro fight and kind of burn through resources. And instead, James was just like, I don't know, fuck it, just kill everybody, I guess. And I was like, I thought this was a strong showing on my part, and you guys wiped the entire floor with them with, like, just ammunition expenditure. No one took any fucking wounds. There was no problem at all. I was like, all right, okay, I'm gonna have to rewrite the final fight. Instead of, like, 1 or 2 elites, we're gonna go 4 fucking elites. All right, it's not just gonna be a Bloodletter Daemon host and Psyker now. We're gonna have some Cultist leaders showing up. They were fucking useless. The one guy turned into a Daemon and then got defeated on his own turn. He was like, I'll attack. And Velamris was like, nothing personal, kid. teleports behind you. I was like, what the fuck?
This is an example, by the way, of everything that's happened to me. My Rogue Trader crew has been going through this like multiple sessions, probably like 6 or 7 sessions of fighting some orcs. And they've just worked their way through the hordes of orcs. And I can't seem to, I think the most I've done is damage a combat servitor.
Well,
Yeah, so superior command does require four raises in leadership, which is that's why I spent most of my development working through raising leadership and getting all the various talents you unlock with it throughout. So I had a lot of leadership
it works
talents.
for you.
Yeah.
But
I think
what would
one of my-
Savannah say? We love that for you.
Yeah. I think one of my fun moments too was just listening to Holly basically turn into, oh God, go from obsequious ass kissing to I'm going to ruin your life in a matter of like 3 hours. Oh, we met a new faction?
My favorite Holly shit was when she was like, these 3 religious leaders.
Oh yeah, that
No.
was amazing.
I don't think so.
I
Like
should
that
be
was
fun.
that was such a great arc of Holly going full fucking Holly.
And Holly's constant degrading of, I hate these guys. They suck at their job. Velamris in particular, absolutely terrible. I don't even know what the Lord Captain was thinking when hiring him. I might be paraphrasing.
The performance interrogations were also
Performance
great.
interrogations.
I liked those. Those were a lot of fun.
Oh, liturgical. How we miss him.
Been dead for a long time, buddy.
I miss him.
He's been dead for like half the show.
I know. I miss him. Right, such stalwart leadership.
Wow.
Right, such stalwart leadership during the three thermometer season.
I think I'm going to make cameos for the physical reclamation service in my future 40K games.
Physical salvation services.
Physical
my friend.
salvation services.
Incredible. Just like that
It was
guy who was really glad to have healthcare right before he died.
Yeah, that did a lot for him.
I took a lot of fun with this because like this character was so different from the character I played in the Wrath and Glory campaign. Shared.
Oh, the Eldar?
And your Wrath
Yeah.
and Glory character was literally just an Eldari, and every time I was like, James, tell me an Eldari thing, because I don't know very much about Warhammer 40k.
But it was also like, you know, a character who was self-deprecating in a world that was also constantly telling them how shit they were. You know,
Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't know anything about that.
I know. Yeah, I don't know how you managed to make that feel real. Well done, Arthur.
Any questions? Last second. This is it.
I think I have any.
I'm curious to see what our.
Well, I do have one.
I'm curious to see what the YouTube comments decide our collective.
I
fates were.
am very curious about that. I guess. So when you definitely were trying to kill us.
I don't know how I could be any more clear about a Daemon host bloodletter trying to cut Rassie in half and then stick him in the tank while he was unconscious. And then at some point I was like, fuck it. I don't need to be unconscious. I just need to stick him in there and then close the door.
So YouTube audience, Arthur's Patreons, look, this is the end of this story for now. If you want to have more of this story, all you need to do is get Arthur so much following that he can afford to do this full time and employ his people full time. We can leave our jobs and have all the time we need.
James, I
to
could not afford to pay you a competitive full-time wage. Critical Role could not afford to hire you. And they have $14 million.
Take that paper out of there and throw it away, please. Without the clause.
Requires a lot of following.
A lot of followers. And more Patreon
That's
subscriptions.
right. Every waterfall starts with a single drop.
That's right.
Power of
Does.
one.
The power of two, the power of many, James. Is that what you're fucking going for? Unbelievable! The worst Star Wars series in history?
I
That's
was
the
actually
reference?
no, I was referring to the book by Bryce Courtney, in fact.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll back off that one then. Sorry, I have to recover my comp from the Acolyte. There were so many good parts, and then the series absolutely just shat all over itself.
Yeah.
I think I do want to do a what's the Space Marine Inquisitor Anti-Xenos Force?
Deathwatch.
I was gonna say the Dark Watch and look like an idiot. Yeah, I do want to do a Deathwatch game at some point in the future, but I gotta
I'm
figure out
definitely down
something.
for that. I'm definitely down for that.
Chapter shenanigans? Yes.
Salamander Joe coming out.
Oh.
What you want?
Salamander
is his
basic
name
bitch.
literally Salamander Joe?
No, but it might be now. But I'll have to.
I want to
like
be clear.
Joe.
I don't know that salamanders have a place in a Deathwatch campaign, right? Isn't Deathwatch literally like we're the super racists?
No, the
no,
Death Watch
no.
are funded or not funded, but they're manned by different the other chapters.
Yeah, but I thought salamanders were the good guys of the Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, look, all I can tell you is the Deathwatch upgrade sprue comes with salamander shoulder pads, so clearly
All right.
they can appear there. But no, I mean the thing is that
I think the Salamanders are specifically listed in Death Watch as one of the half dozen or so chapters that are
listed in
the
the
classes
core
for
book.
it.
Yeah.
AP just wants to play Ultramarine. I know how he feels.
But I'm running the game. I can't play
We need to get
in a
somebody
game
to play
I'm
the
running.
Ultramarine and do it poorly.
You could be the
play
Ultramarine
Deathwatch.
Watchmaster.
GMPC?
No, or you could
Unbelievable.
play,
I would never
You
do
could be
that.
the Ultramarine Watchmaster that gives us all our
I
orders.
had liturgical die so that you wouldn't have a GMPC. Then I gave you a little servo skull guy who was like, I'm sentient and I have a quest. And you guys were like, fuck off. Never talk to me again.
Oh,
And don't go anywhere near my
That
child
was
either.
okay, so now I do have a question. So what was the story on the Pirate Lord that got stuck in the Silver Skull?
That is a reference to a Warhammer 40k webcomic.
Okay.
Hold on. I think it's called Servants of the Imperium. So it's do you know what order the stick is?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Servants of the Imperium is the order of the stick for Warhammer 40k. For those who know, for those who don't, they don't. In it, they find a servo skull that like a heretic put a dying pirate lord in, and he shows up during the story and is like, "Hey guys, I can actually talk." And they're like, "Whoa, sick! That's so cool, Bob." And Bob's like, "Yeah. So anyway, like I was a pirate lieutenant, and I know where all my pirate stuff is." And they're like, "Yeah, cool, rogue trader. Let's go get his pirate stuff." Whee! And then he just ends up being comic relief for most of the rest of the time, but. He's a servo skull, so he is actually kind of useful.
AP, I was going to say.
I do
before,
remember
the
us
best
telling
way,
him basically don't talk ever again.
Yes.
the best way to avoid GM NPCs or GMPCs is to just be a PC. AP.
Wow, thanks so much for that advice.
So sagely.
Incredible. We're just going to end the campaign on that thought. Thanks so much, guys.